So hi everyone, and a little bit delayed, so apologies for that. Still not 100% organised, so bear with me, but I tried to get on here as sort of quickly, as promptly as possible, according to the time that I scheduled. So let's see what's happening. Okay, we are going green, so I did notice there was a couple of you waiting there, so as well, you know, I want to make sure that got that sorted out for you. So yeah, forgive me, I'm just making sure I get everything in order. But welcome on this well, where I am, very cold and grey evening, and we are going to be going out to you all various times now for the next, well, until 5 AM GMT probably will be my sort of cut-off time. So yeah, we're going to do sort of different times. I can't guarantee what times, but generally we'd sort of do it depending on how quickly games go on, and if you've sort of followed how I do things previously, you'll know we sort of have some breaks and then do some more. I mean, I'm sort of in the mood, I'm sort of fired up. I've got to get myself going a little bit. I mean, you know, the hard part of concentrating and everything, you know, does take it out of you. So, you know, we always tend to want to take the path of least resistance sometimes. So if I don't necessarily want to be concentrated hard, then that can sort of probably, you know, go against me. So two of you there, good to see you. I'm just sort of a little bit of waffling, a little bit of chat before we get going into a game. I've got it all up and running. Yeah, I've got it all kind of up and running. So this is a tweet that I'm going to send out today. Go as long as you can and take another step. I haven't really had a chance to look a good one up, so we're just going to send that one out for the time being. So yeah, I sort of done some retweets of other people and stuff there the other day. So yeah, but good to see you, and much appreciated. And thank you everyone. You got me up to 52 subscribers there over this period since I last was on. I think I managed to get sort of about 4 or 5 subscribers without even being on air. So amazing, really pleased about that. And that does mean obviously that I shall be wearing various Christmas stuff. I mean, I was thinking about when to sort of start doing it. I mean, I don't want to necessarily do it all every time, but I know I'm going to do a stream on the 23rd of December, because I'm on that weekend. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to be in on the Christmas Eve now, but I'll definitely be in on the 23rd. So that day I'll definitely be wearing stuff, and I may sort of do it in the next sort of, you know, maybe in the week running up to Christmas as well. But as you can see, there is actually some sort of Christmassy stuff around anyway. So you never know. If I get the urge, I might put a bit of tinsel on for you sort of over this weekend anyway, if I remember, if I can get one of these off of here. But yeah, there's all decorations all around there. Hiya, Beelzebub, good to see you, thanks for joining and keeping us company here. So yeah, actually I did make a note about the last game. There was a really interesting incident when I sort of reviewed it. Game 1 of 40. So if I go to the playlist, at 22 minutes 07, what happens here is that I don't know if you guys have seen this stream or whatever, you know, if you tuned in at the time, I ended up with my general over here. Oh, actually this is a bit far here, but yeah, I sort of end up with my general over here quite early in the game. I seem to remember, you know, I sort of do my attack and end up down here, and he sort of pins me with this marshal, and then at this moment he moves that marshal out. Now the reason I hadn't taken or risked on that, I mean, you know, it was a risk, but this was a bomb here, and I sort of was forced in here anyway, and I sort of gambled, lottoed on these pieces, ended up in the corner, and his marshal was here, so I didn't want to move there because I knew he'd get me on the 2 square wall, but he moves out here. Now this piece, if I'd have attacked this, it turns out this comes out here now, and that comes all the way down here, and that's a kernel. So that was very, very unlucky, or lucky on his part, but very unlucky for me. I could have nabbed a nice kernel there if I'd have took that risk there at that moment. And I remember at the time, oh, sorry guys, I've just. I remember at the time thinking, oh, you know, there's an opportunity for me to get that piece, but of course it was like, well, is it really worth the risk? You know, it could just, I mean, you assume it would be just a sort of sergeant or whatever, you know. So I didn't take that risk. But how about that? You know, that there was a kernel there. Oh, hiya Brian, good to see you. Good to see you. 4 of you in the stream, nice and early. That's good. Much appreciated. So yeah, I was just talking about that game there. That it turns out that kernel comes all the way down here. So he got away with that, you know. So that was quite funny. And yeah, other than that, I haven't made any notes about anything else. There were some okay games in that last batch, but I think on that last day I didn't play particularly well. I think I might have had a bit of burnout by then, so that was a shame. So I mean, I'm glad I sort of had this break now, and we can come back today and sort of get into things. Hopefully I'll be nice and fresh. As I say, I'm wondering how I'm feeling. I know I've got to focus, and I've got to be in the zone to get further up the ladder now, otherwise you know, any slip-ups again, I don't want to end up tumbling down, you know. So I guess let's sort of go in then and get going and see if I can get a couple of wins on the board to start, and hopefully some sort of easy games into it. But I hope you're all doing alright. Good to see you on this weekend, and let me know if you can see the Christmas stuff in the background, if that comes through on the camera and that, because there's lots of stuff all around me now. And I don't know if actually there's no flashing lights or anything behind me, but there are some of them around. So I don't know. What I may do actually is I may sort of go and grab one of the trees or something and have that next to me for a little bit, plug it in, and then plug it back down there later. So let me know if you'd like that, guys. Or I might do it anyway, because there's a little bit of room here that I can sort of, on one of these sides here, maybe sort of have it somewhere. But yeah, well, I was out and about in the shops today doing bits of shopping, and I did see some ideas of what I'm going to do. So okay, Gold Sergeant, wow. Oh well, I mean, you know, at least the points is going to be worthwhile. If I lose, it's not going to be too tragic. So wish me luck then, guys, and let's hope that I can sort of do well here, especially as a starting point. Now I'm obviously going with the same setup because it has stood me in good stead for quite a while. You know, at least, I mean, it's not the worst case scenario here at this point where I'm getting an attack. Okay, so wow, I wonder if we've got the 2 there then. This happened to me previously where I wasn't sure if I needed to waste that sergeant over there, so I might do that as well first. Move these over, get this scout on that. But that's interesting. Okay, so let's move these out then and do that. Get a fix on whether that is or not. Okay, so I mean, it could be one of these though that's got the other bomb there again. We had that the other day. I think what I may do is use this scout though, bring this one over, because I'm going to move that over to cover that kernel, because I don't necessarily want to reveal that straight away. But that's interesting, coming in for exchanges straight away. So alright, well, let me move that up there then, and now start to shuffle this one over. At least then what this will do is if I do face any danger with my general, I've got a reasonable route out. But looks like we've got a very cautious player here. Let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, so alright, well, I mean, I'm now obviously not concerned that it is bombed in down there necessarily. I mean, I'll certainly come behind here with my sergeant, but I don't want to necessarily waste all my scouts, you know. Okay. I mean, he may now start to look to sort of move out anyway, you know, with everything that he's got down there. I've got to be careful that we don't have a player here that sort of suckers me into their plan, you know. So I'm just going to take it a bit easy at this point. They're taking their time on their moves. So, I mean, he's probably a bit concerned about what's going on here. Okay. So, alright, so let's push up then. See if we've got any movement behind here. But yeah, it looks as though they're obviously a bit concerned about how I'm going about things rather than sort of what their strategy is. So, alright, well, let me push then. Now, I mean, you know, I'm still sort of getting to grips with this. Oh, wowza. Okay. So we've got a general there. So, I mean, what I may do is I may start to bring a scout up on, you know, well, I'm going to do a scout here first. And, okay, what's the situation? Well, he's doing exchanges, so that is interesting. He seems to sort of be happy to chip away at things. Alright, so he's got a scout there. So, I mean, yeah, because if this is a bomb, I guess what I can do is just go for this here. If he wants to attack with that, then that will sort of, that could possibly, yeah, okay. So, alright, well, if I go in with the general, obviously he may feel that it's the marshal, and what it may do. I mean, he, you know, it looks as though he wants to do exchanges, so at least, I mean, it'll get me the major, and it may push that out anyway. So let's see what we can do. I mean, if it pushes it out, I can come in. I mean, he's probably, like I say, going to come back. I mean, I'd be tempted to press again on him. He's taking a risk there. Oh, I see. So he is saying that that is a spy. So that's interesting. So, I mean, what I can do then, I guess, is just to press up now with the colonel. Come up all here. I mean, based on what he's been doing, I don't think he's going to come charging with the marshal. Oh, wow. Well, that's a shame. So, I guess I've got to try and, well, I'm obviously, because I don't want him to attack that really, so I don't necessarily want to put any force on him. Oh, right, okay. So, let me see. If I push him this way, I mean, he may sacrifice that captain into my marshal now. That's a shame. Well, okay. So, I mean, basically at this point, then, I mean, I wonder if I should take his general. What's the situation on numbers? Well, I am up a captain. He's up a Louis. But I mean, he's gonna know. He's gonna know where obviously my marshal is. So I mean, he could cause more damage with his general, I guess. That's a shame. Oh, well, I'm gonna go with moving out. See what he's gonna do. I mean, it looks as though he wants to do the exchange here. What do we think? Any comment on that one, guys? Oh, good to see 6 of you there. Well, I mean, you see, because if I don't, then he's obviously going to attack everything now, isn't he? I mean, he knows. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to do the exchange there then. Get it done now. And then hope to play a bit of a numbers game on him. He knows this is a kernel as well, so getting that major not going to be easy. I mean, I guess what I could do now is sort of drag this, because he knows this kernel anyway, so this is pretty worthless, and we know we've got a potential spy now. So I mean, if I drag this kernel over to put threat here, we may get the marshal sort of coming over. I mean, is he? I mean, that could have been the marshal, but I mean, that would have been a bit silly to use that to cover. To cover his general. But yeah, I mean, that's handy that we do know that that's a potential spy. I mean, now he's moved that out there. I mean, he's obviously sort of trying to say that wasn't his spy. And I mean, this one, I don't know if it's really actually moved or not. But I mean, yeah, what we may do is get maybe able to sort of get somewhere with that major. Let's see. He's saying he's got something there for it to cover, but I need to obviously now find his marshal, because that will allow me in, you know. So alright, well, perhaps if I go up with the miner and put a bit of threat on that. But this is the one we got a potential spy here now. So let's just take it easy here. See what's happening. Oh wow, okay, so yeah, he's putting his threat with his colonels, so I doubt he's going to want a lotto. So I'm up the captain, he's up the Louis. Oh, and a sergeant now. So I wonder, because I mean, I'm not going to necessarily be able to do much otherwise. I guess, yeah, we're going to have to, I think I'm just going to have to sort of play this numbers game with him for the time being, and try and just do it that way, see what happens. So okay, well, if that is his marshal, let's see. Okay, so that's a colonel. So alright, well, he's now doing it that way as well, so got to be aware of that. I mean, if he comes down, but this is interesting how he's deciding to play this, because he's obviously just going to look to pick me off here if I'm not careful. The fact that he's found out my marshal so early really did scupper things. So okay, well, I mean, I can sort of get him on the 2 square rule down there if I want to, so I won't worry too much. I mean, see here, what's the best way? I mean, I'd like to sort of, I guess, get my colonel in to do something more effective. Yeah, I mean, I won't worry too much if he wants to come down. mean, you know, what I'm hoping, obviously, if I can go in after that, then okay, so he's now saying that that's his marshal there then. Okay, so he's just looking to scout there. So, alright, let's see now, what's the best way here? I mean, he is going to know, obviously, the only threats to him is that colonel, and he does know that it's there. That's a shame. Alright, well, let's press in here, but I mean, obviously not. Okay, so now he's revealed his marshal. So that's interesting. So, alright, so yeah, I mean, he's now obviously looking to sort of, he's going to use that to his advantage now. So, okay, well, I've got to start to move this spy somewhere where she can be effective. I mean, how many scouts has he got? Yeah, he's still got 3. So I've got to be careful here. No, I mean, this is not moving now, so I'm assuming this is going to be a bomb. So what I may do is tuck the spy in behind that. Alright, yeah, so he knows that that's a colonel. So, I mean, I thought, yeah, I mean, I thought he knew that anyway, because that was sort of exposed down here. So I'll just move that one out. And as I say, we do now know where he is, so I'm not going to worry too much. I mean, he's obviously going to look to come in and do exchanges, I guess, now. So, well, I mean, that's what he's totally looking to do, isn't it, you know? Let's see, I mean, I'm going to have to try and sort of push him out and try and pin this colonel. At least do it that way. And obviously, if I can get his marshal, alright, so he's probably looking to go in on that major again. Okay, so, well, I mean, is he going to lotto down there with his colonel? I mean, if I can get that colonel pinned, that would be handy. Alright, so this was the one I think he's now moving back around as a spy, isn't he? So, he's probably looking to sort of do it that way. Yeah, what I may do is just start to maybe sort of play a bit of a game with him with the spy. He's probably looking to come in and scout that now. So, I mean, I'm just going to sort of, yeah, lead him a bit of a dance down that side, because obviously my colonel is now key here. I've got to get this colonel to be useful. And the other side of his colonel, you know. So, okay, so, alright, well, let me sort of just fake him here with this spy and sort of say that it's pinned. No, that's alright then, so that's not the end of the world now there. And let's sort of just again play a bit of a game with him here. Yeah, I mean, he's obviously going to look to come and do that again with his colonel, so I'll just sort of fake again with another spy now, just so obviously this one doesn't look too dangerous, or too suspicious. Okay, so now that's his colonel there. So well, I mean, I can sort of tuck this one back for the time being. If that colonel's going to go around the other side again, and I mean, here's his spy. I think it was coming in as well to try and do something. So I'm just going to have to sort of play a bit of a cautious thing with him. Good to see you guys though. Yeah, he's not making this one easy for us. He's looking to do exchanges. And I think, yeah, this is probably going to be a very tactical one in the end, because he's obviously now probably looking to come back round, So, well, but I do believe we've probably got 1, 2, 3 bombs here now. So I'm tempted to sort of come in and lotto a little bit. And try and sort of do it that way. Because that may get me the sort of advantage I need. I mean, I am up a captain, so that would be the one realistically I need to go in with behind here. That's something I'm just trying to sort of see, really. I mean, the other thing I'm going to do is, if he does bring the colonel round this way again, I'm going to come back this way again and go after that. So at least then I may have a chance to sort of achieve something. So alright, well, let's go back this way then. If he wants to sort of go after stuff the other way, I'm obviously going to look to sort of shuffle my sort of big guns in here. And if he wants to sort of lose his colonel for the sake of one of these small pieces, we'll see if he wants to do that. Right, so now hold on a moment. So yeah, I've got to be careful I don't lose track of which one's which now, and hope that he might. Now I think this one's now the general, the colonel. So alright, well, I mean, I'm tempted, as I say, to do a bit of a risk with the captain in there, but we've got a bit of an impasse if we're not careful. So I believe this one to be the spy here, you see. So I'm thinking, I'm wondering actually to sort of go up with a miner on it. I mean, I could sort of go in with the colonel, and then sort of, if I can get that major, and then do an exchange afterwards. But this is one of those sort of tricky ones where they're kind of not really making a move either way. And I mean, I can't remember now whether he's tucked his colonel back in or if it's that one. Does anyone know? Let me know. So yeah, I mean, I think I've got a feeling that this is the colonel coming back and this is the marshal here. So I just got to make sure that I don't make a mistake on that. Okay, so he's now, yeah, looking to sort of do it that way. So alright, well, so he's putting his, yeah, he's putting his marshal there. He's coming around that way. He's probably got a major perhaps coming in here. So I'm just going to be careful about that. So yeah, we've got the colonel there, we've got a major there. We've got the marshal this way. Whatever that is coming in there. So, okay, well let's, you know, just sort of take a bit easy. I mean, I doubt very much I'm going to be able to sort of get in on that, because he'll probably just back off again. So yeah, he's already looking to sort of do that. Well, so this one I think is going to be a bit of a tricky one to actually sort of progress with. It's just going to be a case of making sure we don't make an error. And that we can sort of do, maybe get somewhere, you know. See what he's going to do here. Okay, so he's now looking to sort of come down again now with that marshal by the look of it. So I'm just going to maybe try and go again round that side. Okay, so he's now... Okay, he's looking to sort of come around that way. So, okay, well, let me just push that one up. I mean, he doesn't know it's a Louis. So, I might just sort of play a bit of a bluffing with him. And just see sort of how he's going to do it. But we may be able to sort of somehow sort of make progress there. But no, I think it's going to be one of those where he's not going to allow it, you know. Okay, so I mean, this is obviously a risk here that this is a spy. So I'm just going to play it easy there. There's no point me charging. I mean, I'm tempted, obviously, but I don't want to sort of make a silly mistake. So, all right, well, let's just go back here then. But this is one of those ones where it's a bit of an impasse. Alright, so that isn't the marshal, we know that. So, actually what I may do... So yeah, I mean, I was going to say I should have maybe pressed up at that point. So, okay, well... Let me see here, which way is he going to go. Yeah, he's tracking this colonel sort of left, right and centre now, so it's not necessarily going to sort of work the way I want it to work. So okay, what's the best way around this then? I mean, obviously I could sort of look to move my spy somewhere up. Any ideas on this one? Anyone? Any if it's part of the one you suspect, then defuse the bomb. It's helping to defend it. Well, yeah. The thing is, I know Brian. As soon as I look to sort of come up for it, he's just going to come in, because he knows he's got the major. I mean, I would like to get this major out of the way. Before I sort of get in there, because that's just going to come in and stop the minor, you see. So. Yes, yeah, let's gonna have to sort of try and work out what's the best way to get him, really, you know. I mean, he's obviously got his marshal there, so I wonder if I can lure him in on that. And now he's sort of coming round with something there. He's not necessarily going to let me do that there. So I'm not really sure that there's going to be a way around this. If he wants to come in on that to get that out of the way, you know, he can do. I mean, what I may do is sort of force this back a bit, and then afterwards but yeah, that's interesting that he may have sort of pinned himself there a little bit somehow. Okay, so he's now looking to sort of come around with that spy there, isn't he? So just going to be aware of that. He's probably got a major there as well, you know. He's probably got his majors. I mean, I think he thinks this is the spy, so that might work in my favour. So where's he gone now? Okay, so he's moved that one back there now. So, alright, well, what I may do, I guess I could do, you look to sort of get a scout ready, or in a position for that. But I mean, yeah, he's looking to obviously sort of press there. So okay, so let's just sort of anticipate that a little bit. I mean, I could do with getting a scout obviously on it, but I mean, if I move there, he's going to cover. I mean, he's looking to sort of get in, you know, so I mean, what I need to do is make sure the damage down here is going to be limited once he does come in. Alright, so he's going to look to come in. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily going to work, because if he comes forcing down, then I'll have to press the colonel up, then I can do an exchange to get the colonel. Actually, yeah, if I can push this major back now, I could get a scout in on the spy. Yeah, he may have made a mistake coming in now like this. Oh, well, actually, probably he's still going to be able to sort of get out, I guess. Okay, so he's now, yeah, he's looking to sort of obviously come back with his marshal there. Protect. I mean, he's going to get me on the 2 square rule anyway, so let me sort of just do it this way so that you know, I've got this sort of fake in place here. If he wants to sort of come after this, that my spy is sort of this one again, you know. But this is proving to be sort of a long one. Okay, well, he's obviously looking there to shuffle that out now. So that ain't gonna work now. Let me just sort of push back again. I mean, you know, what I'm hoping is that this one will you know, encouraging to believe is a spy, and that eventually that'll pay off, you know, that he won't want to come in. Alright, well I can sort of still go again. I mean, it will force his marshal back that way. What I can do is, you know, maybe just use the scout for the time being on other stuff up here. See if I can get it. Let's just see what's going to happen. I mean, is he going to come down on it? Possibly. In which case, I mean, you know, then the Louis is going to be under threat potentially. So, alright, so, well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to go back and round up this way. But this is going to be, you know, it's almost a draw before anything's really happened. So, just because of the way he's playing. Right, so I mean, this is the one though that I believe to be the spy, and this is now this is the major here, I guess. But yeah, this one is a shame, but it's you know, because it's one of those games where you know, it's not really, he's not really making a full-on move. I mean, I haven't made a mistake there. Is that the major there, is it? Have I made a mistake and he's just brought that back? I better double check that, because now this is getting to the point now as well where I'm sort of losing track of what's actually which, you know. I've got a feeling that was the marshal. I don't know what this is now. Unless I've made a mistake. I mean, if he doesn't stop moving that away, this one's now the spy, I think. I mean, he's sort of semi got his colonel pinned, so I guess, yeah, the best thing I can do really is to I'm gonna have to get my spy out at some point as well. Just come round that way. So I mean, he's, you know, I guess he's going to be coming in with his major, if anything. I mean, it could be a minor. It doesn't look as though he's. Wow, it is a major. So that is handy. So, alright, well, I mean, now I'm up the captain and the major. So, alright, well, that must be the one then that was the marshal. But, you know, I mean, I can't quite remember. So, let's go again here like that. I mean, if that one comes back over now, then yeah, that is the marshal. Alright, so now, yeah, he's probably coming in with something else now then. So let's just sort of take it easy here. I mean, is he going to come in? Wow, okay, so I mean, I'm not sure how he managed to know that. But he's got himself a captain there. So, alright, so that's the marshal there. So, okay, well, so we know we've got a major down that way. So, I mean, I can sort of go up, I guess, and get that. I mean, he's got the captain back now. I mean, we know where his colonel is. And we know where his other major is now. Oh, hold on a moment. So that's his last major. Oh, so that's the one that must have come all the way back from over here then. So yeah, all right. So if I go up this way then with this major now. Hi, ISOC. Welcome aboard the site. If I now go sort of around this way, this major now, this is his marshal now that came in over here. So okay, so he's looking to probably go around that way to cover that perhaps. So let's see what I can nip in on here. If there's anything down here, I mean it could be right, so he's looking to sort of pin it. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, so that's what I was sort of hoping for, is, you know, that he would just sort of come in and attack stuff. So right, so I mean this is the marshal, this is a major, this is the spy. So let me sort of just drag him there, and then come round. He wants to chase all the way. That'll be fine. We can sort of get him, you know, get him to sort of be doing what we want to a degree. And I see. So now he's sort of looking to shuffle out a bit. That would mean I can sort of go again here now and come along and maybe sort of pin stuff. Alright, so there's his spy, there's his major. So if I sort of press on that, he's now sort of pinned there. So alright, so we've got that major there. So let me just sort of see what's in on and behind. Alright, I mean he's gonna, that's alright, I mean he's gonna sort of look to shuffle out there. And if he does an exchange, once I've sussed things here, alright, so I mean I can take a bit of a risk here really, if I wanted on that. Yeah, okay, so he's moved that out now. He obviously don't want to lose that. So, okay, alright, well, we can sort of go again and alright, so we know we've got his spy there. So, alright, well, now we know we've got a bomb over there. I mean, I could do an exchange, but I don't need to necessarily do it straight away. I mean, we know we got his. I mean, he knows my colonel's over there, so I guess he's. I mean, he doesn't know anything else. I mean, he does know that one's moved, but so, alright, well, I mean, yeah, I can sort of look to, I mean, what's the situation? Well, he's up a Louis, isn't he? So, well, I mean, I might maybe just start to bring my colonel back round that way. I mean, it's going to be, this is going to be one of those where it's a bit of a sort of slow process here. I mean, if he comes after me with his marshal now, there's a potential, obviously. Oh, right, so now he's got this spy looking to come in. But I think it's the spy anyway. I mean, he's going to try and do something here. Alright, so that one actually at one point was looking like a spy. So just going to take it easy. I mean, yeah, the other thing is anything else coming down there I need to protect with a major, because I mean, there's obviously looking to sort of come in, defuse that bomb over there. Just want to be aware of that. Let's see, I mean, if he's going to come in to protect over there, I'll just get these in place here. I mean, he thinks the other one is the spy there, so I'm just sort of going to be careful here how I go about things. Is he going to come in on these two? I might be able to sort of pull his bluff here. Now, the 2 squivel, and that's not necessarily going to work. I mean, that's probably just a minor anyway. So I'll just sit pretty there for the time being, and then maybe, I mean, I might sort of look to bring this over again. I mean, that sergeant I've only sort of put there just to cover the minor, obviously. Or whatever that was going to be there. But that's alright. So that's the marshal there now. So, I mean, this I believe in to be the spy. I mean, I doubt he's going to go back here. But he may do, I suppose. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, so no, I'm not going to do it that way. So, okay, well, let me send him back there then, for the time being. I guess I've got to try and now, again, maybe sort of look to use this colonel. But yeah, no, I need to be careful I don't lose track of that there. There's Marshall. But yeah, this one is definitely going to be a war of attrition now, because he's obviously making sure that he doesn't give anything away here. Now, I mean, what I may do is start to sort of bring my spy over the right hand side a little bit, because he's bound to want to come in on that with his marshal at some point, that colonel. So yeah, it's a war of attrition in the sense where I'm just going to have to sort of play it easy here. Right, now, hold on a moment. I have now lost track of his marshal. Is it this one now? This is the problem. Sometimes these long games you can end up losing track. Sorry about this one, guys, not with you in the chat and that, but it's turned out much longer really than I'd like. Okay, so I think that one's now the marshal there. can't actually remember now, which is a bit concerning. I think it's that one. I can't believe I've managed to do that. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking is the Marshall. But I mean, if it is this one, he's probably going to look to attack, isn't he? So, and yeah, this is his major now. So, let's see here. Yeah, I think that's definitely the Marshall. Let me know if I've got that one wrong. I guess I better not take too much of a risk. If he comes in, alright, so he is attacking with that one. Alright, so it must be, yeah, it's not his Marshall, so that's alright. So I got that right, that one's the Marshall, so that's good. And I mean, that's a sergeant. We're up now. We're still up a major on him. We've got a major, this is his major here. We've got his colonel semi-pinned here. We've got the spy, I believe, here. We've got the marshal, I believe, here. So I might just, yeah, move that one there. So that, I may just sort of play a bit of a bluff here, really. See if he wants to come charging down on that. No, he doesn't want to there, so that's interesting. So I might just sort of shuffle back a bit then. Play a bit of a waiting game on him here. Alright, so we go again then. So we know his marshal's there. This one has moved. This one I believe to be the spy. And this is his major here now. So okay, so yeah, he's now, we can just sort of just press there. I mean, I am tempted, as I say, to start doing some lottoing in here, because if he's got his three bombs there, then you know, that may be the situation for me there. So alright, well, let's just sort of see what he does here. If I start to press up with this one, we may flush out his last scout. Let's see what he's going to do here. He may be tempted to sort of bring his scout up. Oh, wowza, okay. So let's see what he's going to do here then. I mean, if he goes there, see what he's going to do here. And he might be tempted on it, you know, thinking that my spy's the other one. So let's see. I may have made a little bit of an error there, because you know, now that's sort of semi-pinned my major down there, but it has also sort of semi-pinned his marshal. So alright, well, I mean, technically then I guess, yeah, I mean, if I come in now with a sacrifice a major for this major, then there may be a chance for me to sort of go around the back end with my colonel. I'll still end up I still end up on him, so it's a potential to do that. I mean, what I may do here is maybe sort of put a bit of threat on it with a spy. See if I can get out and round. Let's see what he's going to do here. Oh no! Wowza! Oh dear, oh dear. Well, what that will mean though is obviously now, I mean, I'm going to lose that miner, but it's not the end of the world, I guess, you know. I mean, I'm tempted to sort of lotto in here now with this. I mean, we've probably got the three, I mean, we've probably got the other 3 bombs here as well anyway. So I mean, if I assume that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, and sacrifice this major to do a job for me, I could demolish his entire army. And really sort of make the difference, you know. I mean, I am up the major, so okay, so yeah, I mean, he's obviously aware of that this has moved. You know, I am faced with that. I mean, I guess going behind here makes a sensible option for me. I mean, is he going to lotto? But the sort of pressure's on a bit here, really. Yeah, I'm going to have to sort of play it to its end game and get these out. I mean, I'm going to lose a Louis, but I mean, I may gain that all back here in a moment. Now, I guess I should go, well, I mean, what's going to be the most valuable along here? I'm not sure. But what I could do is sort of sacrifice my 2. I mean, he knows that one has moved, so I mean, what I may do is lose that one for the time being. Alright, well, he's probably going to come around there, so I'm going to have to sort of do it temporarily this way. I mean, obviously he's going to sort of be pinned, so I mean, what I can do is sort of just get him up here, I guess, you know. Just do it this way. I mean, I am going to have to sort of sacrifice one of these if he comes in on this, you know. But I'm gambling now all the way down his back line here with these 3 now. And just do it this way. I mean, this may now move obviously in fright. But yeah, it means I can't. Oh no! Oh dear. Well, I mean, I was up that major, so it's not the end of the world. But I mean, yeah, because I mean, I don't know for sure if that is a bomb as well. But we do know we got, well, if it is, I mean, it hasn't been moved. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're not looking at a bombed in flag. So, alright, well, this is his major, isn't it? And this is, so what's the situation? Alright, so I mean, captain wise, I can sort of go in when he is upper captain. So yeah, I need to sort of get this major out and round and up, because this is the one that's going to do me the damage I need. Going through the centre if possible while he's chasing. And that's just going to be a spy anyway, from what I remember. So I mean, we potentially sort of got yeah, Well, I mean, we've potentially got the flag up there. I mean, he's going to look to go back that with that colonel. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the flag sort of tucked in behind that bomb there. I wonder if I'm going to have enough moves to get in there. And try and do it this way. Because I mean, I think that's what we got. You know, we got bomb there and a bomb there now. So I mean, I'm tempted to sort of go on this one first, this way, because I don't think he's bombed in. Let's see what we got behind there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I mean, this could be the 6th then. So I don't want to risk that one. Oh, okay. So it's not then. Alright, well, I don't want to be stupid then. Now I've forgotten which one is his colonel now, so that's a shame. So what's he got now then? Alright, well, I mean, I need to sort of get a refix on his colonel. It's a shame I didn't manage to nab a captain there. But I mean, I guess, yeah, what I can do is start to mobilise a captain elsewhere. Get those off the board for him. Yeah. I mean, he is up a captain. So, it's a bit of a shame. No, I mean, he's probably, yeah, I mean, I can't remember where his colonel is now here. I mean, it's probably going to be what next moves. Okay. Let's go this way, because we know that that's moved. Alright, so he's going to sort of, yeah, he's going to do the 2 square rule there. So, alright, well, I mean, at least this will mean now I get a refix on where his colonel has gone. I don't think it's that one. Alright, so this is the colonel then that he's sort of got now here. So, okay, so this must be a captain again here then. So, alright, well, I mean, I did manage to get something. It's a shame, it looks like I should have gone that way maybe. Well, he's probably got another bomb there. So, okay then, well, I mean, I guess I can to maybe pin up there. Alright, so yeah, he's probably coming in for that with a captain, isn't he? So, I'll just tuck this out. I mean, I might need to do that exchange in a moment. What's he got minor wise? He's got 2 minors. So, well, this is the problem now, I guess, is that I'm sort of a little bit scuppered, because he's got that he's got my sort of major little bit pin there. Alright, well, I mean, I guess I've got to try, I guess, and maybe get, I mean, he's got the other captain, hasn't he? So Don't know if doing the exchange here at this point. Just trade off 7 on right, yep, then move up the colonel. Playing too cute if it. But now you might lose. You might start lottery and see. Oh, okay, hi guys, good to see you. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, that's what you were saying, I think, to go up here somewhere. Do I want to exchange that captain? I guess I've got to, really, haven't I? Let's see, I mean, I guess if I go in with my colonel, where's his other bomb gonna be? Alright, so that's his colonel there. He's gonna come in for that, I guess, isn't he? For that Louis. Alright, so that's gonna be his captain now then. So I mean, out of all of these, the other bomb is likely to be perhaps that one, I guess. Oh right, he's maybe got me. I've got him on the 2 square rule here now, so that's interesting. Alright, so that's one of his miners. I mean, he's obviously looking to pin that, I guess. Alright, so better just move it. So alright, so I mean, this is going to be his other captain. So actually, let me just check he hasn't left his flag exposed. Oh, I think this one's probably moved though. Yeah. Oh, I see. So that's a shame. I wonder if I should have waited a little bit there. That one didn't just move, did it? I mean, this one has moved, hasn't it? I guess these two are definitely moved. I guess I could try and get a fix on that one. But I mean, if this is the flag, yeah. All right. Well, at least we found the last bomb. So what that does mean now is that I've got a potential charge in behind with either of these two now, and sort of sacrifice everything else. And try and do it that way. I mean, he's obviously looking to sort of pin and exchange there. Alright, so let me see if I go here. Is it worth me going there? Where I go 1, 2. I mean, I've got a feeling it's gonna let me in here. So if I go here, right, my next move, he'll take. So he'll take, and then I can go here, and that then gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, well, let me try to get one more move down there. See what he's gonna do. Oh, I see. So yeah, he's now looking to do that. So bring that round. Alright, so I'm going to have to sort of hope that no, he's not going to let that colonel in. I could try and sort of pick off some of his other pieces round that way. But I doubt necessarily that's going to work. the other thing I could do potentially is to do a minor followed by an exchange. I mean, the flag's potentially there. It's not necessarily going to work. I mean, he's obviously got his captain there, one of his captains down there in a Louis. So, which one is the captain, which one's the Louis? I'm not sure. But it's a shame. Maybe I should have made a move for that straight away, really, with my colonel. I mean, he has only got the one miner now. So that's a shame. I mean, he's obviously looking to do this exchange. Got me on a 2 square rule there. So it's going to be a bit tricky. I mean, he has got the captain advantage. So I mean, I need to sort of establish which one is his captain. This one is a bomb, definitely. So it's the best way around this. I mean, obviously I need to sort of get a miner. What do we think now, guys? What's your buffer time? I'd say the best bet is to move in with your 8 and 7. His flag bombed off, so you trade off 8s on this side of the board and you can use the 7 to take the flag. Since his 7 is down on your side, just trade the pieces. Your 4 and 2 miners up. Okay. Yeah, so alright, well, let me think. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm obviously going to lose something to his captain at some point. I mean, which one is his captain, I wonder? I think it may have been that one over there. But I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? You know, he's now looking to sort of do this. He's trying to do it all with his captain, isn't he? So that one I would assume is the captain then, you know. So if I go round, then I'm going to just try and do it that way. And then come in with the other Louis there. And then, okay, so that'll take out his Louis. Then he's got his sergeant. And then I'm up the miners, aren't I? Yeah, so, okay then. So, I just want to sort of keep an eye where he's going. He's got the captain is round this way somewhere, isn't he? Okay, so yeah. This is probably the captain coming in. So, alright, so if I do it that way, drag that one there. Obviously, which one is the captain is the issue. So well, I guess I've got to do the exchange here then. But yeah, thanks for your advice, guys, here. Okay, so I mean, which one out of these two is the captain? I would assume, I mean, he's coming down bolder with this one, isn't he? So I mean, it'd be a shame to lose the Louis to the captain and not another Louis. But let's do it then. Let's do these exchanges. I mean, if he's coming in with this one first, we're going to see, aren't we now? which one he's going to come in with. Okay, so he is doing it that one first, so let's do it this way then. Yeah, so that's alright. So then now he's going to have his sergeant and miners. So if I go round this way with the sergeant up here, get this captain over here, and that was great that he came in. I mean, I did feel that that was the captain, so now as I say, what I can do, and I mean he's probably got a miner, hasn't he? So let me just sort of bring this up first here. Come in this way. And we can still sort of get round there. And try and sort of force him to go back on these. Put him in a defensive role down there. And just sort of sneak in blindside. But he looks like he may have let me in here now anyway. And I may have sort of got him now. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, we must have done, guys, haven't we? Wowza, what a war of attrition this was, guys. Thanks ever so much for telling me how much of an advantage I had, and that just made sense there to get that out of the way. Wowza, that's got to be one of the longest on the channel. No, well, no, it's not, but that really was a hard-fought battle. Wow, what was my buffer on? 28. How about that, guys? 5 miners for fetching a 5 and a miner up. Yeah, use the sergeant 5. What's your buffer? Oh my goodness me, guys. If it weren't for that material advantage, that would have gone on forever. Like, you know, if I hadn't worked that out there. Thanks for your tip there. Massive shout out to Tim Van Marsberg, and thanks ever so much for just pointing out to me that I was ahead enough, you know. So that really did work a treat, and we done him on war of attrition there and numbers. So we really need a break. Thanks ever so much. Oh, good to see you, Eric Jogs. I've never seen you before. I'm going to go back and read all of this in a moment, but I need a break. My mouth's really dry. I need some water. And I've got to do something as well. So thanks ever so much. Hope you enjoyed it. 8 of you in the stream there. Wowza. That was a real... Oh, I think we deserved that, guys, you know, where we had to shuffle a bit, you know, and sort of work it out. And the numbers done it for us in the end. So, and outflank him. So, well, let's have a break then. So, thanks, Brian. Thanks a lot for that. That was a gold captain or something, wasn't it? We were up against there. No, gold Louis, I think, wasn't it? So that's nice. Some nice points there. So let's have a break, guys. Let's come back on the half hour. It's 10 now. Come back at 10:30 GMT. All right. See you soon. Bye.